I have been a Reki fan since the very first episode of Sk8 The Infinity. He is by far my favorite character in the show, so it hurt me to see him wallow in so much self-pity. I really thought that he would overcome whatever issues he's having and he would enter into Adam's tournament, but he didn't. I thought that he would eventually try to rise to the challenge of Longa being so much better than him and catch up to Longa. But it more so seems that he may be giving up on skateboarding. What is up, y'all? It's your man, Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Sk8 The Infinity, I review every episode, and I've talked about the anime too. You don't want to miss anything, so go hit that button. Also, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. Even though I thought it was likely that the jealousy that Reki is feeling towards Longa would eventually lead to a split in their relationship, I didn't think Reki would react like this. He was legit scarred by his match against Adam, and he just can't seem to understand how Longa can get such a thrill from going against someone as crazy as Adam, which to me really doesn't make sense, right? If you consider how Reki's character was presented in the beginning, he was already pretty heavily involved in S, right? So he enjoyed high-speed downhill skateboarding through an abandoned mine, an activity that is inherently super dangerous by itself. You wouldn't think that going against someone like Adam, who maybe takes that a step further and maybe goes a bit more on the edge, will scar him that much when he was already enjoying something that was super dangerous already. I don't actually dislike what's going on with Reki's character though. Too often we're hit with a protagonist whose will could never be broken, and they're always going after whatever goal they have relentlessly, and it doesn't matter how daunting the challenge is, they always rise to the occasion and they always meet their goal and yada yada yada. That's not what we're getting with Reki. His will was actually broken. He was terrified by his match against Adam, and he saw his best friend just leave him in the dust when it came to skateboarding, and he's reacting negatively today, and I think he's reacting in a very realistic manner. If that happened to me, it would probably crush my spirit, in whatever sports I was involved in and when I was in school and that kind of stuff. If a new guy joined the team and I trained him in that sport and all of a sudden he's just so much better than me, and then also I play a match against someone and they just crush me physically and mentally, it would make me want to quit. I understand what Reki is going through. So I do like this development with him. I do like that he isn't going along the traditional protagonist route where he's just going to rise to the occasion all the time and nothing can break his spirit and his will is ironclad and he always rises to the challenge. Nah, man, he got beat very handily by Adam, and he saw his best friend get so much better to him, and it's crushing his spirit. It's crushing his motivation to go skateboard. It's very realistic, and I like that it's a change from what we usually get. Like I said in my video reviewing episode 7, Reki does need to stop being a little bitch and go support Longa though. Longa is going to need Reki there supporting him when he faces off against Adam again. Well, I guess I should say if he faces off against Adam, but I feel like we all know that he's going to face Adam. How funny would it be though if Longa does lose to Joe? That would be a twist that I don't think anyone would see coming. Let's say Longa loses to Joe, and then Joe and Cherry face off, and then the winner of that match goes on to then face Adam, and then that can be the final match, and it settles their beef that goes back years. That would be a nice little surprise, actually. I wouldn't see that coming, and I might actually enjoy that, but I feel like we all know where this is headed. It's pretty obvious that we're heading towards a rematch between Longa and Adam. The show is just setting all this up for that eventual rematch. Also, speaking of Adam, he seems less and less like a villain the more we actually watch of S and the more we get to see of the competitions, right? Because you have someone like Shadow who is throwing fireworks at people and shining lasers in their eyes, and everyone just accepts him. But Adam, he tries to hug you in the middle of the race, and maybe he skates a little more on the edge. But what he's doing compared to everyone else isn't that much more dangerous. He's not actually putting people in that much more danger than the other people in S. We saw that the group who tried to jump Longa in their race, right? So violence in S is apparently commonplace. I don't get why everyone has a problem with Adam, because he's just better than everyone else at it. He's just better at using violence to win, or not even really using violence. He doesn't hit anyone. He doesn't try to push you off your board. He just kind of forces you to skate at a level that you're not capable of, and in doing so, you mess up and you get hurt yourself. But Adam isn't out here using violence like some other people are. So he seems less and less like a villain just in terms of S. Apparently in that guy's real life, he is pretty much a villain. But when it comes to S, he's not that bad. But in all seriousness, now that we've gotten a look at Adam's upbringing, that guy never really had a chance to turn out normal, man. It's just the way he was brought up by his aunts and what they did to him, and the way they use like pain to kind of teach him lessons and that kind of stuff. Kind of makes you feel bad the guy, and you see why he is the way he is. Like I said, that poor guy just never stood a chance. That's all I have for you with this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up, and if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It would help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments so we can talk about it. Or if you disagree with anything I said, let me know why in the comments and we can talk about it. Again, also feel free to hit me up on Twitter @DadDoAnime, and I'll see you guys in the next one.